One. Greetings friends and fellow gamers, and welcome to Reapers and Renegades 28th episode. I'm Adam, your host, and today we're on Red Dead Redemption 2 again, in the story mode of the game, but in the new passive or ghost mode as I'm calling it, using the method I showcased in the last episode. And today we're going to continue with that theme and expand on what we can and can't do in this mode, and discuss a few things I've discovered since the last episode. And of course, if you enjoy this episode, then please remember to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, then please remember to hit that subscribe button. And also please remember to hit that bell for notifications of our latest episodes. Okay guys and girls, let's get cracking. Okay guys and girls, so as we discussed in our last episode, we've already entered into the passive or ghost mode as I'm now calling it, because I think that just sounds better. But I'll bring up the map, and as you can see, well, you can't at the moment, but as you can see, everybody's already kind of greyed out, so we're already in ghost mode. Okay, now what we're going to do first today is, obviously before I start anything, I'm going to make a simple correction of an error I actually made in the last episode, and that is simply this. I originally thought that we were safe when doing stranger missions, and then because I had done a few prior to the video, and then doing the video we actually got attacked, as I'm sure you remember, during the stranger mission. However, they were able to do no damage to myself. Re-watching the video, I can see they actually rode through me a couple of times, or ran through me, I'm not sure, because I couldn't see them physically on my location, being that I was on a different shard or instance, if you like. So basically what we've actually learned since then is that it all depends on what stranger mission you're doing, because essentially whatever your character who is in ghost mode is in connection with, so be it a buggy or a bag of letters, or a prisoner, or rescuing a captive or something like that. Now anything you're in contact with, so like for example, if you've got to go and rescue 3 captives, don't put one on the back of your horse and try and run backwards and forwards 3 times. Okay, just use the buggy that's provided, put all 3 of them in there, and because you're in contact with that buggy, it will be immune to damage, the same as you are and your horses. Okay, but if you're doing anything like, for example, the multiple delivery with the multiple bags, then the bags that you leave behind that aren't on your shoulder will be vulnerable to being stolen by other players. If it's a convoy where there's just you in the front wagon, middle or back wagon, but normally we're in the front one, then the other 2 will be susceptible to being blown up, stolen, etc. So if you can go around and cherry pick the right kind of missions and actually be completely immune, or even if they do pick up the other 3 bags, you're still going to get a payment, you're still going to get some gold for the 1 bag of letters you deliver, or for the 1 wagon you deliver in a convoy, etc. So essentially I was correct when I thought that we were safe, because we are, but it all depends on the type of stranger mission as to whether the whole of the mission is safe. So again, as far as I can tell, the only ones are the convoy and the multiple bag deliveries, but there may well be others, because I haven't actually run through every single type of stranger mission since starting it. Okay, now another thing we've discovered, I'm just going to head over here towards that stranger mission, but another thing we've actually discovered is that when you're in ghost mode, you can invite people to your lobby, although they won't turn up in ghost mode. They won't be able to see you, but they'll be able to find you on their map, run over, walk through you, you know. Now we've also discovered that it is possible to actually get into ghost mode with your posse open, which, oh no, wrong thing, which I should just show you here. As you can see, I'm in ghost mode and I am in my posse of Wolfricson's Reapers. However, we haven't found a way yet to get somebody else into the posse that is also ghosted. If I can invite people to the posse and they will appear on the world, but they won't be in ghost mode, they will be in regular online mode. We haven't found a way to get more than 1 posse member into the ghost mode, so I'm not saying it's not possible, I'm just saying we're still experimenting and haven't found a way yet, but we have found a way of actually getting into ghost mode with our posse open. Okay, and that is very simple. It's done exactly the same as the method we described in the last episode. It's just that you basically, instead of going back into free roam, you need to press right as quick as you can and X to get into lead your posse. Okay, now that's been changed slightly by this new XP weekend, but basically it's whether you have to press once or twice to the right, or press X, or to just go in free roam. You would just normally press X, but now they've moved that to where the posse up is, so it's right and X. But again, basically just entering into it, choosing to have your posse open or choosing to be in free roam when you're going back in the final stage is how you actually get into ghost mode with your posse open. Okay, so that's just to cover a few the few little errors that were made because we were new at it. But anyway, I'm going to bring us down here towards this. Now I'm just going to dismount because a couple of the points that we weren't sure about, most importantly, was whether if we died we'd actually lose our ghost mode. So I'm just going to run a little bit away from my horse because I don't want to do him any damage. Obviously it's not Merlin's fault, right, and I'm just literally going to place that on the ground and then ignite it and kill myself. And as we respawn, I'll show you that we don't actually lose our ghost mode, so even death won't put us back into the normal mode. But oh, I can do that quicker just to show you. Okay, so we're back. Let's put that dynamite away before we accidentally kill ourselves more than once. No, we don't need the lasso either. Right, now going back into the map quickly, and as you can see, people are still greyed out everywhere on the map, so dying will not return you from ghost mode. Okay guys, and we'll be right back just as soon as I get back over to Merlin. And welcome back guys. Well, as you can see, we're back at Merlin. Right, so the next thing we're going to do is we would have discovered that you can actually fast travel, so I'm just going to show you that fast travelling is also safe and will not cost you your ghost mode. So we're going to go down, let's go down to roads. Okay, and we'll be right back just as soon as we arrive at roads. Okay, so here we are in roads now again. As you can see, everybody is still ghosted. Okay, and I can promise you this has not been cut together, reloaded, anything like that. I've done it several times. It works every time. You will not be kicked back into free roam normal or anything like that. You will still be in your ghost mode on the same server, exactly where you wanted to go. Okay guys and girls, right, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm actually going to just show you a couple. Hopefully one of these three will be a safe, completely safe stranger mission, but I'm just going to show you that you can actually do a stranger mission. And then other than that, I mean, because this is obviously a continuation and a correction of the last video, it's not going to be a very long one. But other than that, obviously this mode can be used for hunting, it can be used for fishing, it can be used for exploration, you know, it can be used for just about anything in the game, although unfortunately we haven't found a way yet to actually get more than one of our posse members into the same ghost mode. So there is that small limitation to it, of it does mean you are kind of playing solo, but you are playing solo totally safe, totally ungriefable. And another small thing that I have noticed in this game, which I've done now 3 times, twice of which other people have tried to do at the same times, and that is actually what I call gang attacks, or the hideouts, the gang hideouts. Now when one of those spawns and you're in ghost mode, you can go and do it and it won't exit you from ghost mode, anything like that. And as has happened, as I said, a couple of times out of the 3 times for me, twice it's actually happened, that other people who to me are ghosted have actually come in and been trying to do it themselves. And essentially, because we're on a different instance, we don't interfere with their enemies, their loot or anything like that, and they don't interfere with ours. So I mean, I could see where we were. It was that small the small Confederacy house down sort of plantation house down in Lemoyne. I could see we were in the same rooms, we were walking around at the same time during the fight and afterwards while we were looting and gathering you know, treasure and things, and we weren't able to see each other. None of my bodies had already been looted, you know, none of all the treasure was where it should be, and obviously I'm assuming it was exactly the same for the other person, because they weren't able to interfere with anything I was doing. I obviously wasn't able to interfere with anything they're doing. So even the gang attacks, or gang headquarters if you prefer, they actually are completely doable as well. So I mean, seriously, the only thing that me and my guys have actually discovered that we can't do in ghost mode is is actually team up. So unfortunately, it does kind of make online into a completely solo experience. However, it's a great method for leveling up if you're new at the game. It's a great method for playing solo when you're waiting for your mates to come on, you know, so that you can't be griefed. It's a great method for shooting a video, for example, as I am now, because it means that no one can come and annoy you, no one can come and grief you, no one can steal anything off your horse, because it too is invisible. You know, even when you're on a buggy or something, it's still griefable or interferable with. Okay, so let's take ourselves over quickly to Trelawney, because he quite often has a buggy or a rescue mission, which seem to be a couple of the safer ones to do. And like I say, we'll just do a stranger mission, and even if we do get griefed, you'll see that they cannot kill us or kill whatever part of the stranger mission we are in contact with, i.e. be it a buggy, bag of letters, whatever. But let's see what Trelawney's got to say for himself. Okay, so we've got to escort the wagons now. Unfortunately, I can't protect that second wagon with the ghost mode. So hopefully nobody will interfere with it, but if they do, they won't be able to destroy this one. Only the NPCs that will are in the sort of designated ambush sites along the way will be able to do me or this driver any harm. However, that rear wagon is susceptible to attack from anybody else on the server, so we'll just see how this goes. And typically we got given a convoy mission, so I will ride back and try and see if we can find a safe stranger mission to show the difference as well. But I better pay attention now, because we're bound to be getting close to one of the first ambush sites. Yes, here they come, or we're getting closer. I'm not sure if they're stationary or riding. Looks like the station. Okay, so that's the first ambush site dealt with. Guns reloaded. And again, I'm using the express ammo, guys, so that I get the extra experience. Obviously 5 for a kill, 5 if I happen to get a headshot, but also 5 for using the improved ammo. So even on repeated body shots, I can still pull 15 out of a kill. And obviously a headshot will give me 15 straight away, just to get the most experience out of each kill. Oh, my core is very low. Why is my core so low? See one of those. Oh, because I killed myself with dynamite, that's right. Still got the gun in my hand. No, I don't have the gun in my hand, that's terrible. Right, here they come. Good shooting from that driver. Nice shot, mate. Well defending yourself. looks like we might be grease free, which is always nice. Although I don't really want to tempt fate because we are quite close to where we're delivering. I think that's it for the ambushes. I think we're actually safe now, but just going to keep an eagle eye out just in case, because you never know. Yeah, okay, it looks like we're going to be safe. Now again, normally I could take the reins here and actually stay outside and keep it for a few minutes longer so that it gets a lower amount of time, because that actually does seem to increase the amount of money and gold and that you get. But for the sake of the video, because we're going to do a second mission, I shall just let it deliver as usual. Okay, so it would appear that we're done. Right, so there we go. That was actually a safe caravan. Now, like I say, the second one was vulnerable. We weren't vulnerable, but anyway, that's that done. So what we will do is I will be right back just as soon as I jump on Merlin and get back over to Rhodes and to the next stranger mission. Okay, and welcome back, guys and girls. Well, as you can see, we're here next to the stranger mission, and I'll bring it up on the map just to show you that we are still in Rhodes. I believe this is Foreman here. Yeah, Anthony Foreman. Obviously that was Trelawney there, and until we've completed these two, he won't relight up. So we're going to go in here and see what Anthony Foreman's got for us to do. Hopefully something that will be one of the completely safe missions. Okay, it's a bushwhack. Okay, so we've got to go and steal a wagon and deliver it. Now, obviously, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of the completely safe missions. Nobody will be able to interfere with us while we go over there, kill the guys, and then once we steal the wagon, it will be safe because we'll be driving it. So we will extend our ghost mode to it. So this is the sort of mission, like I say, completely and utterly safe. And again, just to repeat, the only ones I personally have found that aren't completely safe, 100% ungriefable, are those convoy missions like that last one, and the ones with multiple bags of letters to deliver. Sometimes you get the single bag, and of course that's totally safe, but when you've got the multiple bags, those extra bags are vulnerable. Now, one of the things me and my guys did discover is when we can, because we can invite people to the same lobby we're in but they're not ghosted, if you do get one of those missions and you happen to have a friend who's on the lobby and, you know, is in normal mode, then you can say to them, hey mate, I've just taken the one, you know, I've just taken a mission by Emerald Ranch, there's some bags, go and grab one. Because at least that way you're giving the money and the extra, you know, the experience and that to a friend rather than to some random. you know, and maybe even if you had enough of your friends on, you could completely control that one type of mission, you know. But just as a little tip or an idea, it's entirely up to yourselves whether you follow through. So right, we better go and get this wagon before the time runs out. Not that we've got a time limit yet, but before it gets too far away or despawns or whatever. So we're going to have to go through roads annoyingly. Right, try not to grease these people, or let them think I'm here to grease them. Quickly put our mask up. Loot the guys, the extra bit of treasure we can get. Right, and then onto the wagon. So now this wagon will be totally protected because we're in ghost mode. It's now ghosted, so no one will be able to destroy this wagon. And obviously not forgetting to whistle for Merlin to follow. Now it's telling us the role players can, and if they come over, reverse, let them past. Cool, that was nearly an accident. Right. Go on, Merlin. Now let's go and deliver this, and I could do more missions, but really, honestly, guys, I can tell you that it is truly a case of anything you're in contact with, that you're driving or you're carrying towards a mission, one of these stranger missions, when you're actually in this ghost mode, is totally safe. It cannot be hurt any more than you can. Obviously animals can kill you, NPCs can kill you, but no other real life player character or anything like that. No other real people, no other people online, however you want to say it, can actually interfere with you, cause you any grief, or steal anything off your animals, etc. Oh, so there's gators in there. Maybe snakes. Well, it looks like we've stolen some barrels of beer. And maybe some supplies. Oh, and now would be a good time to take down our mask, so we just look like the regular driver. And not someone who's actually stolen it. Oh, crikey. Okay. Right, again, we could wait, but just because we're going to finish the video, I'm just going to write it in there. But if you can get it down to the under the last 20 seconds, that actually seems to be the biggest payout. I think the next bracket is about 2 minutes, then 5 minutes, and I'm not sure after that. But it is something that you might want to experiment yourself with yourself, guys and girls. But we'll just jump down to actually finish the mission. I believe we finished. It may take a few seconds to actually... Do I need to move forward more? No, I can't get back on it, so I probably need to leave the yellow circle. Okay. Now, it has done this before to me as well, and I'm afraid it's just going to be a case of you just have to wait for the actual server to catch up with the fact that you've finished the mission. So it can be a little bit laggy when you're in ghost mode. It all depends on how many other people are on the world and what they're doing. Okay, so after a lot of waiting, you can see that it did actually finally do, but that took about maybe 3-4 minutes. So sometimes it can be a little bit laggy when you're actually turning in. Sometimes not so much, sometimes it can be. So just a heads up, do stick with it. Just get a little bit away from the mission, whistle your horse to you to get that a little bit away from the mission, and then it's just a case of waiting, guys and girls. Okay. Well, that's all for this episode, guys and girls. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please remember to hit that like button. It really helps a lot. And if you're new to the channel, then please remember to hit that subscribe button for regular episodes on the games we all love to play. And also please remember to hit that bell for notifications of our latest episodes. And please feel free to leave a comment in the section below, especially if you have a game or topic you'd like us to cover or indeed do a video on, or indeed any input as to your uses of this ghost mode, or any sort of comment you'd like to leave whatsoever. And a huge thanks to all of you who have already subscribed. Your support is awesome, guys and girls, as indeed are all of you. Okay, so thanks once again for watching. Take care and keep on gaming. Laters, guys and girls.